we were talking about going to like men's passport bros going to
Oh,
Brazil and Colombia and all that stuff. I said, I am not going. I know I'm saved, I know I'm healed, I know I'm delivered, but I'm not going to be like Poogie in New Jack City, be in a room full of crack and think that I'm going to be strong enough to withstand it. Absolutely not. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Finally One podcast. I'm Kelly.
hi guys, I'm Natasha.
Listen, so we got a negative comment that someone said they don't like our banter, say we're stalling, and we need to cut all of that out. They don't like to see black love in us, um, me flirting with you and stuff.
Is it that, or they wanted to see the? They didn't want to see the intro.
They said the intro, and then on iTunes they said that we need to cut out all of that wasted time in the beginning, 5 to 10 minutes of just wasted time. So
Oh
the
my
intro
gosh!
intro is 30 seconds. They don't like our back and forth banter. Those were their words. And you know what? I go ahead. What was you finna say?
I was gonna say it's not like one of those videos they want you to click on and it's worthless. Like you sit there and watch and like, well, what's the point of this? It's not that.
Right. And I say this: if you don't like it, this ain't the show for you.
Hey,
we, we're only doing this for the people who enjoy listening to us, enjoy our personalities, enjoy me flirting with my wife, and just having fun. This is not. We're not going to be stiff. We're not going to be who you want us to be. So if we're not your cup of tea, guess what? You don't have to watch it. You don't have to listen. Go to the
exactly.
next one. Keep strolling. But it's cool. We're gonna keep doing what we do, and we're gonna be authentic to ourselves, and we're not gonna try to. If we try to pacify you, but then there's gonna be somebody else who's gonna say,
Right.
"Why we're gonna do it this way?" No, we're gonna do it the way God called us to do it, and we're gonna keep doing our thing. And if it's
Can't
not for you,
please
that's fine.
everybody.
That's fine. The word says, "Your sheep know your voice, and a stranger they won't follow." You're just not one of our
Sheep,
sheep, and that's
hear
fine,
my voice.
right? So
Right.
I got to turn my phone off because that might make somebody mad too.
Oh, yes.
You know.
Man, that dude was on there, had his phone. They might get mad because I'm reading from my phone.
It's
Good
all good.
Lord.
We can't have notes from our show. Some
Hey.
some people, usually when we get sophisticated, right? When we grow, we'll have the little fancy note cards like people have for their shows, right? But right now, all we have is our phone where we share our notes. Is that okay?
Right.
Guess what? We
We
don't
gonna do
care.
what we do.
We don't care. All right, so we decided to do a part two. Last week we did three ways that the enemy attacks marriages. We decided to do a part two. We came up with four more, and we're gonna jump into it because we don't want that lady to stroll. We want her to. We want her
We
to
want to get to the
listen.
point.
No, no, but we do have some things to do today. But did want to get this pod out to you guys. But yeah. So you ready, babe?
All
Wait,
right.
first, how you feel?
I'm good. I'm
You
good.
look beautiful.
Thanks.
I'm grateful for you.
Aw, I'm grateful for you too.
We've had some fun
Stop
this weekend,
flirting.
huh?
Let's get into this.
We've had some fun this weekend.
Will you stop?
Yo,
Stop
wait,
it.
real quick. I do want to say this. Yo, get registered for the marriage conference. Don't wait. We need to know how much food and stuff we need to get. So don't wait. Go ahead and get registered. To register, just go to kellyandnatasha.com. And then right below that, it'll say upcoming events. Click on register. You can register for absolutely free. No cost to you, just cost you your time and coming.
It's coming up March 27th at Thankful Baptist.
No, March 28th.
March 28th.
March 28th. But yeah.
Yes.
So be there or be square. All right, babe. What's the first one? Let me look at my notes too while you reading it.
Distraction and busyness work, phones, social media, and outside obligations can slowly pull couples away from spending intentional time together.
Mm.
Be very careful then how you live, making the most of every opportunity. Ephesians 5:15.
Distractions and busyness.
Yeah.
Distractions. That makes me think about her last night. I don't know what got into her last night.
Wow.
She's like, I want to do something. I want to go. Well, it's Friday night and I ain't got to work. So I'm like, you changed.
I just didn't want to be up in the bed at 8 o'clock. The point is, I wanted to be with you, spend time with you, but
Yeah.
be out of the house.
But it wasn't 8 o'clock. Number one. Number two, going back to last week's ways, she didn't communicate that. She did not
Mm.
communicate that.
All right.
We
Number
literally,
one.
right? We literally came home. I started working downstairs, cleaning, doing stuff, cleaning my office, cleaning my shoe room, and all of that stuff downstairs. She was up here working on her taxes, and I come upstairs. It's like almost 9 o'clock. For me, I'll be going out at after 9 o'clock unless we planned it or unless we say we was going to do it. But I would have never came home. We would have just stayed out if she communicated that that's what she wanted to do. But guess what? We came home and got to busyness. She got to doing the stuff she needed to do. I got to doing stuff I needed to do. There's some client work I needed to finish, and then she gonna talk about close to 9 o'clock. Um, that she wanted to be out. Girl, you crazy. Communication is key. But let's get to this point real quick. You anything you want to share? I don't want to just go
Mm-mm.
straight to
No, go ahead.
no, you don't want to defend yourself and your mindset. What was your mindset behind that? I do want to ask that question.
My mindset was just I wanted to be out. I didn't want to be up in the bed.
Why you didn't communicate that?
I get that now. I did not communicate, but I mean, it's Friday night. Like, let's go.
Babe, that statement
Oh my
you
gosh.
contradicted. No, you
Anyway,
contradicted the first statement. I didn't communicate, but it's Friday night. So I'm going to assume all of a sudden now you want to be out of the house on Friday, us doing something when we haven't communicated that. We plan our outings. We don't. So if there's a comedy show or something
don't
coming
come
up,
for me on
babe,
here.
I'm not coming for
Stop
you.
it. Okay, women getting, because I know it's going to be some. He need to sit down. He need to listen to
No,
that woman.
nope, nope. You need to take accountability.
I said I was sorry. I need to communicate. No.
See, y'all pray for me. This disobedient woman God gave me.
Disobedient.
Disobedient,
Okay.
defiant.
Okay.
You see how she is cutting me off,
Okay.
telling me don't come for her. That's a disobedient spirit.
Am I being disobedient?
Yes, you are.
I'm not talking to
Yes,
you.
you
I'm
are.
talking to our
They
people.
can't answer. I'm right
They
here.
can. They will. They will show enough say something in the comments. Watch.
Yeah. Okay. Back to the point. Can we get back before the lady gets mad
I'm
that we
ready.
off that we off
You the
point?
one that kept going on.
Anyway, distractions and busyness. Like I do think that that's a huge way that the enemy pulls you apart. Like just being busy. Like she's caught up in work. I'm caught up in work. Social media, just doing stuff. Make time for each other. It should be communicated if there's something that you want or that you need to do. Like we do a great job of that. Um, I think for her last night though, I think it was after she finished doing what she was doing. After I finished doing what I was doing, then she was like, she wanted to do something. She wanted something to look forward to. But all I say is, if she would have communicated it, and even then, after I got in the bed, I offered to take her.
Key
So
point in the bed.
right, then I offered to take you.
You did. But as I said, key point. He was already in the
Already in
bed.
the bed. It was
I'm
nine
not gonna
something.
do that.
Why not? I would have
Cause
done it, and I wouldn't have been either even upset. I would have been
yes,
okay
you
with.
would have. But
No, I
it's
wasn't.
no. I
Oh,
said yes, you would have.
oh,
Like
okay.
if I wanted to, you would have.
And
Calm
I
down,
thought you
killer.
were saying I would have been upset.
No,
No,
no.
you
I'm
know I don't. I
saying
don't. I don't
you
do that
would
to you.
have, but
Why didn't you take me up on my offer?
Because you were already in the bed. Like I wasn't going through that. And I
Going through
was
what?
getting myself together for bed then too.
You ain't take them. You ain't want to take them rollers out your head.
Thank you very much. I don't have rollers.
You did have what those
No,
things
I
you put in?
didn't. I put some Bento knots in my head. Like
Same thing.
it is not.
Some rods in your head.
They were not rods. It was my hair wrapped up.
In a rod.
No, it wasn't.
What are those things called?
They're
Educate.
knots. It's just hair.
Not
twisted.
Okay.
Come on, next,
but
please.
wait. But do you normally do something? Put some rods or something in your head
No.
at night? You just twist your hair up
Yes.
in the knots?
Yes.
Well, it looks
Yeah.
beautiful
Pay
either way.
attention.
It looks beautiful anyway. I can't
Why
see.
are you coming for me today?
I can't see under that turban you have on your head.
You better not. You better
How can
not.
I see under that turban?
Okay.
I don't know if it's knots, rollers, curlers. I just know you come to bed with that turban on your head. All right, let's go. Next one. I've messed with you enough.
Temptation and infidelity. The enemy often attacks through temptation, emotional and physical, to break trust and covenant. Scripture, be alert and of sober mind. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion.
Yeah, 1 Peter 5:8. You talk about that. Or what do you think about that? What is that one saying to you? Or what do you get from that one?
Is the enemy always will try to sneak in and do something. If temptation, infidelity, like he will put before your eyes like things that you thought you, well, I can't say thought you were healed from, but just try to tempt you like with money, with cuteness, with booty, with all of that. So that's
he gonna come at you with what you like. It's not a temptation. Said we're drawn away with temptation and the lust that's in our hearts. So whatever the thing that you're lusting for, or the thing that's in your heart, that's what he's gonna send you. He's not gonna send you something that's easy for you to withdraw. Go ahead. What's so funny? No, share it.
I'm just saying, just temptation, like it comes through. Like it ain't gonna send you nobody that's ugly. It's gonna be like that fine dude walking down the street, be like, oh, keep my eyes on the prize.
Yeah. So just to create lust and you get to looking at other people or things, like she started off by saying, you do not know what comes with that. You do not know what comes with the thing that you, or the person you're lusting for. So it's best that you lust after your spouse, your husband, your wife. Focus that attention, and she'll tell you if somebody has or something has slipped past me, unfollowing or blocking. I'm unfollowing, I'm blocking. I don't even want to see it. I don't even want to be tempted by it, right? Funny story. And then we're going to move to the next one. What's up, everybody? I'm Kelly.
Hey, and I'm Natasha.
And we have a special announcement for you all.
Guess what? We're having our first marriage conference.
It's called the Marriage Makeover Conference. Now, if you know anything about doing a makeover, right? Like making over a room in your house, that doesn't mean you're in crisis or you need to fix everything, right? So come to the conference, get some tools to make over one part of your marriage, and get some tips and stuff on how to make your marriage better.
Right, just tips to help you build that stronger relationship in that marriage, whether you've been married for a year or 25 years. Come out and be with us.
You know what's going down?
It is going down March 28th at
Thankful Baptist Church in Johnson City, Tennessee. And we're going to be starting at 10 a.m. And guess what? The most important part, it is absolutely free.
Yes.
It is free to attend. All you have to do is register, right? So just click the button below this video, Get registered for the conference, and we look forward to helping your marriage grow and just get a makeover. Sometimes things just need an upliftment. You know what I'm saying? Some new paint on the walls, right? New flooring, new fixtures, and things like that. That's what we want to help you do for your marriage. And even if your marriage has been struggling in communication, intimacy, things like that, we're going to be having, some amazing panels, some amazing sessions. And what else we got? We got games, we got prizes, and we're going to actually give you lunch as well. So lunch is included as well for absolutely free. We just need you to register because there's limited seating and we need to know how much food to get, right? We need you in the building.
Come on, guys. Come and be a part of this with other marriages, and we look forward to seeing you. Register now.
Register now. Go. We were talking about going to like men's passport bros, going to
Oh.
Brazil and Colombia and all that stuff. I said, I am not going. I know I'm saved. I know I'm healed. I know I'm delivered. But I'm not going to be like Poogie in New Jack City, be in a room full of crack and think that I'm going to be strong enough to withstand it. Absolutely not. I'm not going to put myself in certain situations that will cause me to fall, right? And I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to use wisdom. I'm going to use wisdom because temptations and all those things, they're strong, especially if you've indulged in them before. So I'm not going to put myself in certain situations. Like I said, told y'all before, I don't be in women's DMs. I don't be liking women's pictures. I don't be sending hard eyes on their story. I don't be doing none of that. I don't be engaging in any type of activity that can get me in a jam or affect my witness. Right? We're sitting here, we're doing marriage ministry and talking about helping marriages and how the enemy attacks. And I'm heart eyes and women's pictures so they could say, yeah, his wife don't know what he be doing. My wife know everything I'm doing.
That's right. Why put yourself in that situation? Like you
Mm-mm.
said before, well, a while back, it only starts with a conversation. Like
Mm,
you get in there saying hi, and then it just starts going and going.
yeah.
So don't put yourself in that situation.
I don't know if I shared, did I share this on the last pod or I don't know where I shared this at. Um, in our first marriage, when I was on the road, I talked about how when I would go places, I would want to bring you stuff back, right? And I was like, yeah, I was telling this girl who was working the conference, she was like, I said, yeah, I got to go find my wife something to bring back. I always try to bring my wife and my kids something back when I go on the road. And she was like, I'm trying to figure out who takes care of you.
Yeah, I think you did say it on the
I
last
did,
pod,
but
or maybe
yeah,
not.
it's it's out there. Temptate. He'll use any way to get in. The enemy is crafty. The enemy is subtle. He knows how to, um, like I said, present opportunities. But guess what? Here's the thing about our God. He always prevents a way of escape.
Mm, yeah, take heed.
Temptation can't come without a way of escape. You have to override the spirit in order to do wrong, especially after you've come into the knowledge of Christ.
Hmm.
Even before I came into the knowledge of Christ, I knew when I was doing wrong. It was something in me
Yeah,
that showed
felt
me.
that.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, babe. You anything else you want to add before we go to the
Mm-mm.
next one? Let's go to the next one.
All right. Outside voices and negative influence.
Mm.
Friends, family, social media, opinions can sometimes speak against the unity of a marriage. That scripture is walk with the wise and become wise. Proverbs 13:20.
I want you to talk about that one,
Mm,
especially when you start considering entering back into covenant with me or getting back with me.
yeah, because it was so much negative coming from family, from friends, co-workers. Like, you have to tune that out sometimes and hear from God. Like, you have to sincerely push that all away. I mean, it's good to have a friend to vent to and talk to, but if they're always coming to you with, oh, he was never too good, he was never good for you, you don't need to go back to that, da 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 da.
Yeah,
But God knows, like, I got to myself and I told God, I was like, you have to talk to me. I don't want to hear nobody else.
yeah,
I need to hear from you to tell me if it is okay for me to go back with this, because I knew how he was. I knew how he was in the past. And I knew for myself, like, I ain't doing that. No. But once I really got into it, in tune with God spiritually, um, I just let him speak to me. And one day it just came. He came and sit with me right on the pew and said, yes, yes, my son has changed. I can tell you that.
Yeah. And so for you, question I'm gonna ask for you is, had you listened to those other voices and people outside of voices,
Mm,
do you feel like you would be happier in the place that you're in right now?
no, I would have probably been crazy with all kinds of men that I knew I didn't need to be with. Like they was just wanting to get with me, and no, I don't feel like I would be happy and in the place that I'm in right now because yeah, I could have went buck wild and who knows what would have happened.
But what would have been the fruit of that? Like you don't, like you said, you don't know.
I
Let me
don't
ask you
know.
this: are you happy?
I am
I
happy. I'm
speak for
very
you.
happy.
I speak for you a lot and say that because I know, you know, how I serve you and how I take care of you. But I want to hear from you. Like, are you happy
I am very happy.
in the marriage,
Hmm.
in our relationship,
Yeah.
and how I treat you?
Yes.
No, I'm just saying. I want them to hear that because, like
You
I
just
said, I say a lot.
expound like I
Yeah.
said. I'm very happy.
Um, I will say this: if you wouldn't trade lives with the person who's speaking negative about your spouse or what you're doing, why even listen to them?
Mm,
There was nobody in her life saying all of those things that she would trade lives with. Am I right?
yeah, exactly.
And right now a lot of them are still not happy. A lot of them lives are still not fruitful. She said the key: you have to listen to God, especially when it comes to marrying your spouse, staying with your spouse, and all of that. A person who always talking negative about your spouse, that should be a red flag for you. And also, that's not really your friend. A
Mm,
friend should be able to listen to you and comfort you, but also remind you of the covenant that you made.
hmm.
You know what I mean? Like my pastor was my friend before he became my pastor, and I would be going off and venting and all of that stuff. And he literally stood in the trenches and he was fighting for our marriage. And he was like, "No, bro, it don't work like that. No, you made a covenant and you did this and you did that." He said, "I don't care what she did. I don't care how you feel. You made a covenant. You need to honor that covenant. You don't need to leave your wife." And he was adamant about that. He never was like, "No, you need to leave her." And let me be honest, none of my friends, even some people I'm not friends with now, like none of them that I would vent to said you need to leave. Not one, because they knew I was making a big mistake in leaving. And so you need to keep people around you who will fight with you and fight for your covenant. And the last thing I'm gonna say about that, you shouldn't be sharing too much anyway about your marriage, about your spouse. You shouldn't be
With
talking. I
that,
don't care
no,
who it is.
right.
I don't care who it is. Like there's certain things about, well, there's not nothing. I don't have anybody close to me right now that I share anything about my marriage. What's up, everybody? I'm Kelly.
Hello, and I'm Natasha.
Listen, we are available and would love to be a part of your church service on a Sunday morning, your workshops, your panels, or anything, your events, anything you're doing in relation to relationships and or marriage. All right. We can share our testimony like we've done at other churches and shared how we finally became one and how we went from teenage parents to married in our 20s, divorced in our 30s, and happily remarried in our 40s. We also have some other topics that my lovely wife is going to
Mhm.
share. What are some of those other topics we can help with?
Restoring trust after infidelity, communication, restoring the intimacy, and becoming one.
Yep. So some pastors has even brought us in on a Sunday morning, and we have been the message for that morning. So if this is you, you want us to come share this video with your pastor, Share it with your marriage ministry. Even if you got a marriage small group, we would love to be a part of it. To lock in a date, all you need to do is go to kellyandnatasha.com. You can fill out the booking form there, or you can just simply shoot us an email, right? So we look forward to serving you, serving your couple, serving the ministries in your church, and even at your event. Anything
Yes.
you want to say, Ben?
No, we look forward to hearing from you.
You look beautiful.
Thank you. Hey, ladies, it's your girl here, Natasha. I'm just coming to you simply asking, do you have your own devotional? We can take your favorite scripture and turn it into a devotional. Our team is ready to help you. Just go to our website, www.customdevotionals.com.
Especially if it's venting wise. We don't have anything to vent about. Really. I ain't never, oh, my wife doing this or my wife getting, I don't feel that way. I don't have those sessions or have an itch to even do that.
Not
Do
in the
you?
second marriage, but that first one you did.
Yeah, that's because I was trying to build a file and get out. Like, do you have those moments where you feel like, oh my God, we tell each other. She
Yeah,
tell me
we do.
last night, you are getting on my nerves. Cause I would just do stuff to mess with her and we have fun together. Even this morning, I was getting on her nerves. But it's for a second and then we move on to whatever it is. But
Right.
it's not nothing dwelling in our heart. It's more like, yo, this is my friend. I'm going to, aggravate her. And then we move on. But she's not mad. I'm not mad. We're able to just move on and continue on with what we do.
And it's not healthy if you have that built up and you're going to talk to somebody. I'm saying to the married people, like, that's not healthy. That's why you need to come to the marriage conference.
Yeah.
Get that makeover.
Yeah. Get you a therapist.
Yeah.
Get your coaches. Get your counselors. Like, we're available. If you don't know, you can book us for coaching, and we could possibly help you. We could be a mediator for you. But check it out. Last one. Let's go to the last one. I think
Oh,
this one's the most powerful.
yeah. Spiritual disconnection. When couples stop praying together, worshiping together, or seeking God together, the spiritual covering over the marriage weakens.
Yeah.
A cord of three strands is not quickly broken. Ecclesiastes 4:12.
Go ahead, babe.
No, that's really strong. Like that disconnect. Like if you're not together with your husband and going to church and worshiping, like what does it say? You're unequally yoked. So like get into it. Get to worshiping, going to church with your husband. Devotional. Like we do a devotional every night. Um, just to be closer and
Yeah.
to feel one another, to feel God, to let him enter in.
And praying.
Yes, praying.
Yeah.
That is very key.
Yeah. If all, the spiritual um provision that you have is going to church on Sunday,
Mm,
I don't think that that's enough. I think that, especially I'm speaking to the husbands right now, it's your responsibility. I
yeah.
don't I don't make it her responsibility to say, "Hey, babe, let's do the devotion," or "Hey, babe, let's pray." No, it's my responsibility as the head of the home and the priest of the home. I say, "All right, babe, it's time to do the devotion." Okay, babe, let's pray. I remind her, "Hey, babe, on your way to work, turn on your worship." And I want to tell you how much of how important it is to me to be the priest of my home and regulate what happens here. Even her alarm on her phone,
Mm,
it was a song, it was a secular song, and I said, "Hey, babe, you mind changing this song? I don't want to wake up to a secular song. I want to wake up to worship and setting the atmosphere for the Lord to um, saturate, our atmosphere and our presence. Like, this is our home, our temple, and the place that He dwells." So, and she did it. She understood it. It's because, and I think that's because she sees me. I'm not just saying those words or doing it out of control. She knows by the way that I lead and by what I do that it's important to me. Would you agree?
yeah. Yeah. And not saying that it's wrong to listen to some 90s music, some old
Yeah,
school,
it's not
but
wrong.
I got what he was saying. Like, I couldn't wake up to some day 26 or something.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't start your day with that. You got to start your day with gratitude and worship and to have the Lord enter into the thing. So my wife doesn't listen to hardcore secular music. I've never even heard her play. She listened to, and it was man, going back to the first one, the enemy is so subtle. So it's such a small crack. For years her open alarm song was Aaron,
Yeah.
right? Our son. And then just randomly it switched to day 26. And I'm like, yeah, what is that? Like, no, it needs to be worship. You can
Yeah.
change it or you can do this. But I know that those things are not necessarily her. I know as the priest of my home that the enemy wants to get in any way he can. Any way he can saturate your atmosphere, he can. But no, I want this atmosphere saturated with the presence of the Lord. I want to start our day with worship and gratitude, not with anything else. Go ahead, babe.
No, I was just gonna say, like, you take me through there.
I don't start my day with that.
I wasn't saying you was, but that song
It
just
just
gets
comes
on
to
my
my
nerves, and he'll
watching
go to the house. Take me through there.
watching TikToks. That's
Ah.
to me that stuff is the funniest thing, especially when like people uh, repeat those songs and say those songs. It is the funniest thing to me. I don't know why. I do like I'll go through phases where something on TikTok is popular and I'll just say it and it gets on her nerves, but I do it as a joke. All right, I'll do
All
the closing thought that we wrote down.
right.
The enemy attacks marriages because marriage is powerful when it's united in God. I think people forget that marriage came from God and it is a spiritual thing. It's not a natural thing, right?
Mm,
Okay, but when couples stay prayerful, humble, and committed, those attacks lose their power. The weapon can form, but it will not prosper.
mm.
Does it make sense? Like that's the word. The weapon may form, but it will not prosper. But you have to be aware of the enemy's attacks, how he attacks, and you have to be stay prayed up, stay humble, stay connected, and stay covered. And husbands, you have to cover your wife. You have to water her with the word, and you have to make sure that your home, your temple, is filled with the presence of the Lord. It's on you.
Mm.
Don't put the responsibility on her. All right. So those are four more ways that the enemy attacks marriage and how important it is for to stay prayed up, stay humble, and keep the Lord saturated in your atmosphere. Go ahead, babe.
Mm.
What's on your heart? You're smiling. What's on your
No,
heart?
I'm ready to go.
You ready to roll?
I was just gonna say, don't forget to go register for the marriage conference, March 28th at Thankful Baptist. We're starting at 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
10 a.m. Please go register at kellyandnatasha.com
Yep.
and like, share, subscribe. Give us
Mhm.
give us some hearts, some likes.
Yeah.
Come on, folks.
Comment below what you thought about um, these four ways and how you're going to be aware and how you're going to combat the enemy's attacks on your marriage. All right. Anything you want to say, babe?
Nope, I'm good.
Thank y'all so much. We'll see you next week.
Hey guys, just wanted to come to you thanking you for checking out the Finally One podcast.
Listen, this is what we need you to do. We need to grow our following. So make sure you subscribe to the podcast on YouTube. Make sure you're sharing these episodes. You don't know what couple that they may help. So subscribe to us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more. You don't know who you're going to help. And make sure you're following us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
Yes, guys, share. Help us.
Yep, and you don't know who you're going to help. So it's not about us. It's about helping couples, right?
Share, yeah.
So share, like, subscribe. Help us get our following up.